It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Sunday's pole sitter for the Best Buy 400 benefiting Students Clubs for Autism Speaks. Driver number 3M Ford, Greg Biffle. Greg, tell us about your run.
Well, I'll tell you what, normally Dover's one of the toughest places to qualify. You're always on edge. Obviously, last year qualified first lap by, I was on the pole. Second lap, I spun out, and fortunately didn't damage the car. I ended up starting second last year. So one spot better this year, being on the front row. But I learned not to do the second lap after last year. But the car just stuck to the racetrack so well. These guys are making it so easy for me as a driver, giving me these race cars that are this fast. Just really excited about it. We've been running so good. We ran great at Dover, ran great at Charlotte last week, and had a fairly decent test at Pocono. We showed up not real good, and then we come here and again really, really fast off the truck, just fine-tuned on it, and here we are.
We'll open up to questions from the media. Again, as courtesy, state name and affiliation. Start over here with Seth.
Seth Livingstone, USA Today. Greg, not only have you been fast in the races the last few weeks, but it seems like week after week the qualifying has improved since the start of the season. Has your team put more emphasis on qualifying?
You know, it's funny. The less time we spend on qualifying, the better we qualify. And I can't explain that at all because, we knew that weather was a threat for tomorrow for practice. So we made a decision as a team to spend the entire time today working on race runs. And it's sort of a double-edged sword because right at the end of practice we tried a little bit different spring in the front of the car, and it made they pick the car up about a tenth a lap. So we really liked it, and we left that spring in to qualify, and ironically it probably picked the speed up qualifying. So we stayed in race trim longer than we did. We only switched over about 7 to 9 minutes left in practice, made one qualifying run, and was third on the speed chart. And the guys went back and made some adjustments to it, did a few things, and kind of paid attention on pit road to what everybody's saying. Made a tire pressure adjustment before I went out to qualify. And I'm telling you, the car was absolutely perfect. The car was just perfect.
We'll go in the far back there.
Jay Pennell, HardcoreRaceFans.com. Like you said, you've been running up front, qualifying well. What's it going to take to cross that plane and get that first win or get in the victory lane?
Well, we get Casey to quit beating us would be one step in the right direction. We got a couple second-place finishes this last week, but, what we need to do is, as a team, is me not making mistakes as a driver on Sunday and have good pit stops, keep our track position, and, I think we have a fast enough car to win here on Sunday. So it takes a lot of luck in this sport. You got to be at the right place at the right time, not make any mistakes to win these races. They're very hard to win. They're really easy sometimes to finish in the top 5, but it's really difficult to win in this series. So hopefully this weekend we can get there.
We'll go over here to Lee.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. This race is like the halfway part of the regular season. Getting a win to on Sunday, how much momentum would that give you guys going into the chase? You and I talked about Pocono winning that first championship and Cup, and how would that just build the momentum for the whole 16 team?
I think it built the momentum huge for the 16 because, obviously we haven't won this year, and winning would be a big boost for us. Running like we are is already a huge boost for us. Running up front like we did Darlington and Charlotte. So, but yeah, definitely winning would certainly do a lot for the team and myself. And as we know, the wins, seed you in the chase. So certainly that would help us to get a few wins.
Anything further for Greg? We'll do one more, and we'll go over to Kyle.
Greg, Scott Walsh from the Scranton Times. You mentioned that you ran well last week at Charlotte. You got the pole today, but you had a bad stretch before that kind of dropped you down in the points. What were some of the things that happened at that stretch, and maybe some of the changes to help dig yourself out of that slump that you were in?
Well, I got a bad memory, so I don't really remember all the races, but we did have some terrible luck. I remember Texas because we had about everything go wrong that could have possibly went wrong in one race to us. It was kind of comical, actually, but just a bunch of little stuff at Texas, and ended up breaking a carburetor float, if you can believe it, was the last thing that broke and took us out of the race. So, or put us, finishing almost dead last. And then, of course, Darlington, we had a timing belt break, which put us 43rd place there, and that took another pretty big hit in the points. So, actually, we finished second last week and didn't even move in the points at all. So, we gained some back, but we're pretty far back right now. So, few more top fives will make up for some of that loss that we had about 4 weeks ago.
Thank you, Greg. Congratulations. We're now joined in the media center here by today's